Hey guys, welcome back. Natalie Newhart here, founder of Fit Addicted Nutrition. And today what we're going to be talking about is a really interesting topic, I think, because maybe you have been here yourself, or maybe you know somebody where you've been doing a lot of exercise and you're not losing any weight. And sometimes you're actually gaining weight. And so we're going to talk about why that could be the case. There's really, first off, I just want to let you know that there's two reasons this could be happening. It could be one, from stress, or two, from too much food. And so what we're going to be talking about is how this could be resulting from too much food, okay? And so we're not really going to be talking about the stress component. You can check out my other videos to hear how, whether it's stress that's making you fat and what you need to be doing about it. But today we're going to be talking about kind of like how exercise affects your food and how that can be resulting in possibly your inability to lose weight, or possibly you're starting to gain weight. So what happened is they did a research study back in the day, not too long ago actually, specifically with women. And what they wanted to see is if you could lose weight specifically from training, like just working out alone, just from exercise. That was what they wanted to figure out. So they wanted to take a group of women, or they did take a group of women, where they gave them a training plan, like a workout program, and they didn't do anything with their diet. They just said, hey, just eat when you're hungry, and we're just gonna see like what this does if you just do this exercise program, what happens to your weight loss. Do we create a calorie deficit? And what they found was a quarter of them, so 25% of those girls, lost weight. Okay, and these are about middle-aged women, kind of middle-aged to menopausal type women. So above, like, probably in the range of like 30 to 50-year-olds. So 25% of those women lost weight, 25% gained weight, and then 50% of those women had no change, okay, off all the same workout program. Now, why is this? Why is it that, quarter of them lost weight? How did, quarter of them gain weight? And how is it that they're working out, but yet, they're not getting any results, okay? And this is just like, I think there's nothing more frustrating than putting in a lot of effort into your diet and your exercise and not seeing any results. So this was really interesting to me. So what they found is that, basically, some women had a downturn in appetite, okay? So some women actually lost their appetite, and that's the reason why they were able to lose weight. They weren't really hungry. A quarter of those women actually had a kick up in appetite, okay? Like so significantly that they end up overeating the calories that they were burning, okay? So let's say, the people who were gaining weight, they were burning 200 calories, but then they were later that day or later that night eating 400, okay? 400 calories. And then 50% of them were burning 200 calories and then eating those 200 calories later on, because they got a kick up in appetite. And it's really interesting. They actually did a study in the New York Times where they this is a separate study, but they did a study on women who are on the cardio equipment, and so many of those women were actually thinking about the food that they were going to be eating later. Okay, so there's definitely some this is why it feels like we're spinning our wheels when it comes to seeing the body results, because a lot of times people are just trying to outwork their way to a lean body, but really it's just so easy to eat those calories later on. And a lot of women don't put these things together. They don't put the two and two together, that their 2-hour cardio session in the morning is causing the 2-hour binge at night, okay? Along with all the stress that they're going through, like, work and family and all that stuff, kids, okay? So that's really interesting. And so what they actually, what they really found was that, okay, well, different types of exercise, different lengths will actually impact your hunger and your cravings in different ways. And so what they found is that short, intense exercise, like short bursts, like high intensity stuff, like sprint-based stuff, sprint-based cardio, weightlifting, anything that includes the B's and the H's, which is a video that I did, just not too long ago. So go check out that video, as far as what you should be doing in your workouts for women. But really just kind of like that work, high intensity work, and then rest, work, rest. So it's not a constant go, go, go. And so that type of exercise, yes, it increased stress because all exercise increases stress, And yes, it did kick up hunger, and yes, it did kick up cravings, but not that much. Okay, it was a lot less compared to the long, moderate exercises, where those are things like jogging, biking, rowing, swimming, long boot camps, light weights, like just long stuff, right? That kind of stuff really kicked up. This is the stuff that really caused people to have an increase in appetite. It really kicked up their hunger. It was a lot more stress on the body as well, whether they think so or not. And that stress correlates to higher cravings for carbs and sugar and stuff like that. And so these people who are doing the long moderate exercises are really finding that, it's really difficult to lose weight because their appetite kicks up so much. Which is why in my FitChic Academy, we really take a female specific approach to exercise, focusing on a lot of this kind of stuff. And then so long, low intensity exercises, this is going to be like not many things, right? It's walking, slow walking, not power walking, Tai Chi, light yoga. And what they found was this type of exercise really decreased stress, which as a result of the decreased stress, decrease your hunger, like your appetite for food, and really decrease cravings. And so this is why, like in my FitChic Academy, we do a whole lot of this on our red days. We do a combination of sort of green, yellow, red days. And if my girls, if I want to get them lean, if I want them to lose weight, we focus on the low intensity type work so that we're not fighting ourselves. We don't find ourselves working hard and then overeating that amount, that calorie that we just burned. Okay, so which a lot of women find themselves doing, especially in traditional diets. So this is really something you want to consider, especially for women, because women are going to be more sensitive to stress, right? We are sensitive to stress because of we're designed to have babies, and our metabolism, our body, our physiology is more sensitive because it wants to protect and keep the environment safe for a potential baby. And so if it feels like it's stressed out, whether you want to have a baby or not, it's going to lock down the resources, right? Our fat resources, and cause a lot of fat storage in case there's a potential baby there. But if there isn't any stress on the body, if the body doesn't feel stressed out, then the female body will release fat. And so this is why so many women struggle so much with traditional diets, because traditional diets aren't taking a female-specific approach to exercise and dieting, and our bodies are not the same as men. And most traditional diets are built for men. Like the research has been since like the 1940s on men. That's where diets were built from. Whereas it wasn't until like 2005 and did they start doing research on women. And so this information is a lot newer. And this is why you really want to be taking a female-specific approach to diet and exercise. In conjunction with that, menopausal women, so if you're somebody who's peri or menopausal, postmenopausal, you really want to get away from cardio, right? So this is huge. This is hugely important for menopausal women because doing more cardio will not only increase the stress, it'll cause you to be more fat storing. And on top of that, the increased stress and your inability to handle that is going to cause more hunger and more cravings, okay? And so you will not win with cardio if you're menopausal. And so if you're somebody that is, constantly hungry, really hungry all the time, you really want to make sure that you program in these long, low intensity type stuff to get your hunger under control. That plus, all the mindset stuff that I talk about, that is definitely where you want to be placing your focus. You do not want to be running your head into the wall, doing these high intensity type stuff, because it's going to be really difficult for you to get a handle on your hunger and your cravings, and ultimately just leaving you spinning your wheels, which is never fun. So there you have it, guys. Just something really cool and something for you to consider next time you do your workouts. Make sure that you're doing the right type of workout and is creating the result that you want, both in your body, but also your hunger and your cravings, so that you don't find yourself fighting yourself. If you guys want some more female-specific approaches to diet and exercise, you can check out my products below. I have a 30-day period plan on how to train with your menstrual cycle, and it's only $7. And I also have a $97 4-week female hormone diet plan, which teaches both menopausal women and women with a cycle how to cycle their diet in such a way to accelerate fat loss, build muscle faster, and decrease cravings and hunger all at the same time. That is a 4-week online course. And then, of course, if you're looking for the Mac Daddy, if you're just like, man, I'm so tired and sick and tired of doing this stuff on my own and finding myself in the same spot over and over and over, then you're definitely going to want to take an individualized approach. You want to be reaching out to me for one-on-one coaching. I only take on so many clients at a time, but definitely head to www.talktonat.com to put in an application. I'll see if we're a good fit. And then we can get rolling. We can really make this the last diet you ever have to do. My one-on-one coaching program, what it is basically it's a very high-touch program that teaches specifically women over 30 who are who have done traditional diets and are not seeing results from traditional diets. Okay, and we take a female-specific approach, with diet, with training, and with mindset. So that's the biggest piece, is that if you struggle with the mindset struggles with food, meaning like you have that fear of food, you find yourself stress eating, mindlessly eating, just kind of like this deprived binge pattern, then you definitely want to take a one-on-one approach to get those things solved once and for all, instead of just finding yourself repeating them over and over, because traditional diets, online programs will not take care of that, as you probably know by now. So if that's something you're struggling with, definitely hit me up for one-on-one coaching. Go to www.talktonat.com and we'll see if you're a good fit. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you guys in the next video. Much love to you all. Goodbye.